Hello guys, this is Boomerang here, and welcome back to another video, and today I'm suffering with extreme burnout. Not really with this series, but with school, and it's kind of carried over to the series. So now I've just had very little motivation to do like anything. I don't have any string yet. But yeah, sadly this video will not be out until a pretty long time probably. In fact, since I finished the last episode and started this episode, it's been around 5 days. Which, I mean, I guess has been worse in the past, but is really saying something. This episode, though, we're just going to be doing an arduous task, which is just building up the skyscraper. Yeah, this should be fun. No. No. Anyways, I've got over 8 shulker boxes full of white concrete powder in my inventory. And I just realized I do not have a water bucket, but I should be able to do quite a lot of work on it. Now, something I've been thinking about is that we have a bit of a problem when it comes to scaffolding, because concrete powder falls, but now that I think about it, I can just use sandstone and I can cut this eventually, and it shouldn't be an issue. So, what I'm going to do this episode, or sorry, what I'm going to do now, is I'm just going to build up the second layer. And in theory, these layers should get, like, gradually smaller as they grow up. No, that's not what I meant to say. These layers should be able to gradually get smaller as they build up. So, that's my hope. Although, I've got my concrete powder with me. And now, all I need to do is just start placing blocks. And, you know what? I'll put some of the scaffolding in there. Problem solved. So now this, like, that layer will be 16 tall as well. For the reason that, most of this is going to be covered by shops anyways. So, it's almost going to be like this is the base, instead of that layer. And then the ones above, I'm going to do 12 blocks. Or at least the next few, I'll do 12 blocks each. It's currently 12 blocks tall. I'm just going to see how it looks from outside before I continue going up. Okay. I'm going to try 14. Just go up 2 blocks further. See how that looks, because I think that'll actually look perfect. This is 14 blocks tall, and it looks good. It looks like the right ratio, but the only problem is that it kind of interferes with the interior, because I'm trying to make it, or at least my idea was that each floor would be 4 blocks tall, so 14 is not divisible by 4. And I could go 15 and make one of the floors shorter, but you know, that could make things kind of weird. So I'm going to make that layer 16 as well, actually, and then the ones above 12. Alright, that is 16, and that looks fine. Now, I'm going to have to put the water in the inside, or else it might interfere with some redstone, you know? Maybe. And might drown a few sheep. Luckily, when we do the corners, which they can't be watered from the inside, it won't interfere with anything. So yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world at all. Everything on this level is now watered down. And now, I think it's time to start another level. Alright, now I've got this section in, so now we can start building up again. And this time, I'm gonna go 12 blocks tall. Alright, now let's just take a look. See how it looks. And yeah, no, I think that's fine. Having 12 up there, definitely, you know, it definitely looks pretty natural. And we've got the 4th layer done. Well, kind of. As you can see, I have it like this because this is actually the end of the white concrete section. Yep. Now what I'm gonna do is have have some white wool here as a transition, and then on top of that will be white concrete powder. This is also exactly on the halfway mark between the height I'm going for, which is 104 blocks. I mean, it's my first skyscraper, so even though it's not going to be that tall, that's still pretty tall, you know? And what I'm going to do is have around 12 or so blocks or layers of white wool, and then I'm going to go back to the white concrete, but this time powder. And I just remembered that I traded a lot of white wool with villagers. So yeah, I don't have very much right now. So I actually do have more white wool, but I've decided that with this skyscraper, I'm only going to do 2 textures instead of 3. Just because it's my first one on this series, and I don't want to make things too complex. And now, with that out of the way, let's get started building again. But this time with concrete powder, so we do not need this water bucket anymore. And also, it looks like I'm going to be able to get 5 layers done today, which is still massive. So yeah. The 4th layer is done, and as you can see, I'm starting to transition to the concrete powder, and yeah, it's starting to get really tall. And I am on top of the world now. Currently at Y68. Yeah, no, we are actually mostly done now with the exterior, which is insane. Well, at least the very shell of it. It's not gonna be like this all the time, okay? But yeah, now, oh my gosh. Before this video, it wasn't visible at all, although now, yeah, it's very visible. And yeah, that's, I think, where I'm gonna end the video today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out!